In its second season of existence, there's a look inside one of the real jewels of the NFL. SoFi Stadium, just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. His first carry, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Another scouting report. Is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
First down, Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to number.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Wentz now on first down. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier runs with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. That's complete. Okue Bunon. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And a yard at the 37.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now from Murray. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To Adams on the perimeter.
Complete.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Chargers 0. Justin Tucker set.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Chargers nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to go deep for Conley. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Pittsburgh.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying,
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, it's Wentz. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Wentz. Got it in, it's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This is Elliott. This one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this.
And got his man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DJ Chark, 95 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to Jake Buck. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Chargers.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Complete to Calvin.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Airing it out. And they say it's caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
But not any on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And inches.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, Murray. Will get that complete to Alvarado. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
5 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray now. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
32-yard line.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun. Murray looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Chargers 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
23 yards, the final tally. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Wentz now on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
End zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Steeler defense knocked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
The 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to Devontae.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So that'll back them up 5. From the gun, Murray looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 15. Now Murray again. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw in Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The pressure gets to him again. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
10-yard line.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to go deep for Conley. This one is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And able to find Conley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Wentz. Tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Chargers.
He got 29 yards that time.
At the 43-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 10th carry now for Allen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
To him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Richie James there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Chargers 20. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Critical error there in a tight game with the fullback.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Dobbins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jimmy Moreland there on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Steeler first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Snap it again to Dobbins.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Murray.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 14. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Today's final.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.